Wow, it is so quiet. Hi, this is Valerie with At My Home. We saw these Lutron Caséta wood blinds at CES this year, and I was really excited to try them out here in my office. This is our first Lutron product we've tested, so they sent us the Lutron Hub, the blinds, and the Pico Remote for this review. Before they shipped it to us, we needed to measure the space to make sure we ordered the right blind. They have great directions on their website.
When measuring your window, be sure to take your time. Measure 3 places horizontal, 3 places vertical, and measure the depth if using an inside mount like us. They have you adjust the measurement up or down depending on if it's horizontal or vertical measure. Follow what their directions say.
Once the blind arrived, we brought it inside and took it out of the packaging. It's helpful to let it air out for a bit so that the paint smell dissipates. We made sure all the parts were there and read the included instructions, which were very helpful.
When you unpack, they have these helpful hints on where to cut so you don't damage the blind.
Before installing the brackets, Lutron recommends that you put the blind up to the top of the window to make sure it fits and that you have a 1/4 inch clearance on each side.
Next, we install the brackets. If you have a long blind like ours, you need to figure out where the center bracket goes and if the 2 side brackets will align. Take your time measuring and be sure to mark where to screw on both the side brackets and the center one. They only provide 2 screws for each bracket. On the center bracket, use the outer holes so you can screw in the screws as the bracket blocks those center holes. The directions clearly say which size drill bit to use that matches the screws. They also recommend using a driver bit as the hex top is easier to drive. The screws they provided aren't the best, so take your time. Keep the socket level on the screw head. With the brackets in place, you can attach the blind. Ours was heavy, so be sure to have a helper. Lutron recommended pulling the blind down slightly so the top slat doesn't interfere with the brackets. Since nothing is perfect, you may need to fuss a bit with how it is sitting in the brackets. Once it is correct, be sure to lock down the side clamps. We pulled down the blind to test to see how easy it was once we mounted it. Be sure to add those bracket clips and secure it in place. We found these much better than other brackets we've used.
Before we put on the valance, we had to put in the batteries. The blind uses 8 D-cell batteries, which are not included. They recommend alkaline batteries, specifically Duracell, and they're supposed to last for 2 years. We'll see how it goes.
Once we installed the batteries, we paired the blind to the Lutron bridge upstairs, even though the blind is located downstairs. The bridge obviously has the range to allow the pairing. You basically press a button in the headrail on the left side. It is a skinny, wide button, not a round one. The app walks you through all of this. Once paired and named, we gave it the initial test and it worked great. The last step is installing the valance. They have valance clips on the headrail and give you 3 matching ones for the valance itself. They go on the back of the valance. If you mark where they should go, it makes it easier to install. But you don't have to be exact as they will move easily. Just put the clip sideways into the slot on the back of the valance and rotate it to lock it in. Then move it to the marks you made. Then push the clip on the valance into the holders on the headrail. It was not easy at first, so take your time, one by one. They will slide over and lock. The holders in the headrail do not move. But remember, you can slide the ones you installed so they match up. Then repeat for the others. Now, push up the valance to cover the batteries and it will lock in place. Oh, and save the directions for 2 years from now when you have to replace the batteries and figure out how to release the valance from the top position.
Well, I guess we can always rewatch this video. We tested moving it down, and it is nice. Those clips hold the valance in the lower position, making it easy to change the batteries. Lutron also sent us this handy little Pico remote so I can adjust the blinds in my office to my liking. So the top button opens them all the way. Bottom button closes them. And then these little buttons in the middle, I can adjust it just a little bit so I can get it exactly how I like it. The middle button is for saving your favorite. Once you get the blind exactly where you like it, just hold it down for 5 seconds and it will store your setting. My favorite feature is the natural light function in the Lutron app. Once you turn it on, it uses your location to determine which way the window faces so it can adjust the light throughout the day. It was a little scary how accurate it was. You can also control the blind manually in the Lutron app or set schedules. I can even control it with my Apple Watch.
I also paired it with our Homey Pro Hub using the Lutron app for Homey. We just paired the blind, which automatically installed the Lutron Hub and finds the blind. The Homey app says Serena, but not to worry, it still pairs with a Caséta just fine. Now we can tilt the blind and even create routines with our smart home setup. Lutron supports a lot of third-party interfaces, including Alexa. Basically, you install an Alexa skill, enter your login info, and Alexa will discover the blind. Then you can just ask Alexa to tilt it.
The Lutron Caséta wood blind looks really great, and it's really easy to manually raise and lower it. Just grab it. We can control it multiple ways with the Pico Remote, the Lutron app, Alexa, and Homey Pro. But I hope that I rarely have to use these thanks to the natural light function.
Just remember before you order to measure multiple times and follow their directions. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.